am having, Mac.
The Super Mario series has a vast array of many different characters, and all of them are motivated by several different things. You've got characters who just want to save the princess, characters who want world domination, characters who just want to be more courageous and help their brother. There's a lot of variety here, but what if I told you that in this same series where we see happy-go-lucky characters and talking mushrooms, there was an active racist among them? What if I told you that there was a Mario character within this franchise that was actively, loudly, and proudly vocalizing their goal in eradicating an entire race? Well, there is. Introducing one of the strongest Mario villains, King Olly, from Paper Mario: The Origami King. As it goes with most Paper Mario games, on the surface, this game's plot is rather simplistic, but there's so many deeper themes to it after you actually play the game. Firstly, the game is really just about Mario and this new character Olivia trying to reform the world back to the way it originally was. The Mushroom Kingdom and almost the entirety of the world has been turned into origami, and this is only happening because there's a ruthless king out there who wants to cause change, and that is King Olly. Like I said, the plot itself is rather simplistic, but it's only when you realize the true motivation behind this ruthless king that things begin to become a little bit more complicated. But you know what really isn't complicated? Hitting the like and subscribe button on this video and turn the post notifications bell on, that way you guys are notified when I upload. To fully articulate the belief that King Olly is a racist, we need to go back to his origins and how he was initially created. Olly was created by a green toad known as the Origami Craftsman, and in his creation, the Origami Craftsman used a forbidden technique known as the Fold of Life, and this granted Olly the power of sentience. He was able to now become alive. But you see, this wasn't Olly's problem. Olly didn't become mean because he was now alive, no. Actually, it's what the Origami Craftsman did next. You see, the Origami Craftsman wrote something on Olly, and Olly, without reading it, assumed that it was just something very negative about his conception. This rather baseless accusation led Olly to traverse into territory that's kind of foreign for the Mario franchise: racism. Olly's frustration with the green toad Origami Craftsman led him to believe that all toads were the same. He wanted to now turn them all into origami just because of the bitterness and resentment he had towards the green toad Origami Craftsman. But eventually this grudge towards toads eventually turned into something a lot more broad. He began to develop a disdain towards those who were flat and not folded. Eventually his goal ultimately became turning the entire world into his own folded masterpiece. However, it remained true that the eradication of toads was still at the forefront. Saying things like once you've seen one toad, you've seen them all, and stuffing these toads in very unfavorable locations, it's pretty hard to ignore the object of his anger. I probably should have done this earlier in the video, but essentially what racism really is when you treat a group of people differently based on their race, ethnicity, color, etc. Any of these things works, and for Olly, in this case, it was not only racism towards the flat people of the Paper Mario world, but also toads to their entirety. Based on what the green craftsman toad did to him in writing on him, he believed that all toads were bad just by default. Now, like I said earlier, this generalization that Olly had made that all toads were bad was baseless, and it was baseless on two fronts. Number one, how could he assume that every toad was bad after only having an encounter with one of them? And then number two, Olly had no idea what the green craftsman toad even wrote on him in the first place. He just assumed that it was bad. And at one point in the game, he even calls this writing careless scrawl, but at the end, he finds out what the message truly was due to Olivia finally getting a chance to read it. She says that the Origami Craftsman wrote, "Dearest Olly, may you grow into a fair and kind king." The green Origami Craftsman gave Olly words of encouragement, hoping that he would become something greater than even he could imagine. And instead, Olly neglected to even give the green Origami Craftsman a chance in reading his writings and decided to turn the whole world upside down. Olly's generalization of the flat paper people and the toads to their entirety led him down a dark path, and this was the path of a racist. I hope you enjoyed this character breakdown of one of the most disturbing Mario characters in the entire franchise, and I hope that maybe you want to see more videos like this. If you have any character suggestions, let me know in the comments down below, or if you disagree with my character analysis, also feel free to let me know. Anyway, this is SONICSTA signing out. Have a super blessed day, y'all.
Why are you playing that trash?